ma võin natuke tulesid muuta, aga kust?
Okay. Well, to switch the system on, there's a main switch here. Just turn that on. And what I usually do, did I do that yesterday? I don't know. I leave that.
One moment, kas me üritan tõlkida või kui te aru ei saa, siis ütlete?
Parem sa tõlgiks.
Aru ei või. Siis midagi tõlkida. Ühesõnaga, let's go, carry on.
I will go very slowly, so.
Yeah, I try to translate.
Yeah, but if you have a question or I need to stop, you know, let me know, so so I will do that, okay? Usually I use the main switch.
Ühesõnaga,
on the back,
ta kasutab nii-öelda pealülitit, on selline sarnane pikendusvõhe siin taga, meil on lüliti peal, et sealt lülitad sisse, ära lähed, lülitad välja, siis kõik asjad põhimõtteliselt lähevad välja arvatud arvuti, millest tuleb siis ikkagi
so when you switch it off, the TV will go off, the tracking device will go off, but the computer will keep running on battery, so you're probably good you shut that down. It's not a big deal, you know, if you leave it on, but it's probably better. So the tracking unit always needs to be on before you switch on the computer, okay? Because there's a IP connection between the two devices.
Ühesõnaga, kui sa sisse lülitad selle lüliti, siis põhimõtteliselt see smarting track süsteem, ühesõnaga see tracker läheb tööle ja selle järgnevalt alles paned arvuti tööle, et see peab olema esimesena nagu nii-öelda toite all tööle minemist. Muidu ta arvuti ei leia seda üles.
The system is connected to HDMI 1.
Ja HDMI.
So normally when you switch it on, it should stay on HDMI 1 unless you start to play with different things and stuff like that. And then obviously you need to switch it back to HDMI 1. And then you just switch on the computer. The computer has no password. Okay?
Parooli pole praegu pandud arvutile. Te võite ise sinna pärast panna. Windows sinitas parooli.
See on isegi 4K-s.
See teeb.
Okay, we just let it start up.
See on hea või alus.
See on väga hea resolutsioon.
No nii suure telega jaoks ausalt öeldes ei saagi alla.
Ei saa, jah.
The first thing you need to do is to activate the software for the tracking unit.
Esimeseks asjaks peate selle jälgija siis aktiveerima.
Okay, and you just click the big arrow here.
Ülemises sellest.
Noole peal selle algselt.
Sellest programmist.
See kaamera on jälgib. See punane noole.
Sellest.
Okay, this one.
Siin on.
And then you click.
Paned selle tööle, et ta leiab
selle. Oh, wait a minute. Why didn't you see it? I didn't see it. I didn't see the tracker.
Yeah, it is. The red
tracker is red.
Yeah, it's okay, but why didn't it see it?
Red pencil box. Cable is okay. We don't.
Yeah, and I will just check the cable here because we took it out.
Yeah, we yesterday
took it out yesterday. So.
So it only checks for the tracker at start.
Yes, because it's acting as an IP server actually. This device. So it checks it.
The LAN is reading something.
Yeah, well, it'll be okay. I'm sorry. And I just calmly wait a little bit till the PC is completely started up. By the way, Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff is completely switched off. Okay, we don't want
no network.
Exactly, virus and stuff like that to affect this.
Wi-Fi on üldse maas, et.
Eile ka, et.
Now it says connect here.
Parem kui seda ei hakka mingi muud asju tegema.
Just click connect. And you click start. Okay. And what I usually do is I take the spray gun and I just go make a quick round and make sure that this stays green. Okay?
Just like that.
Yeah, if this is green, it means the tracker sees the spray gun. Okay? For instance, if I put it here, it will go red. Okay? Because it's outside of the range of the tracking device. Good?
Okay.
Always make sure that these are nice and straight, these top ones. You know, if you turn them like this, then the tracker is gonna read it wrong.
So, what you mean is
This has to be about,
equal but with another.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Ühesõnaga jaa, need mummud peavad olema selle suunaga, mis on sul nõe, siis ta käitub sul käes ka
just
õigesti.
need kaks mitte siis see jah.
I'm just giving you some tips if in
Mis
case.
ta selle rohelise kohta ütles, kui on see
Selle
roheline?
rohelisega on see, et kui püstol on
Seadistab ära,
siinpool, siis ta teab, et ta näeb, see ekraani osa, see virtuaalne osa näeb seda püstoli. Kui sa tahapoole liigud, siis ta lihtsalt kontrollib seda, kas see toimub.
What I will show you now is to do a gun calibration and a screen calibration.
Kuidas teha ekraani kalibreerimist ja püstoli kalibreerimist.
I already did that yesterday, but I just want you to know how it works. You never need to do the gun calibration
Et teil ei ole peaaegu kunagi vaja teha püstoli kalibreerimist.
unless you change the physical gun.
Kui te füüsiliselt püstolit ise ei vaheta. Sul ei ole peaaegu kunagi vaja seda teha.
See tähendab seda, et siin ei võta
Sul ei ole teist.
Nii kaua, kui sul on see olemas, pole sul vaja seda teha.
Teil on võimalus, sest programm võimaldab, et on ka erinevad
Ei,
püstolid.
aga kui ma siit seda lahti ühendan, siis ma ei pea ka reaalselt.
But if you disconnect this, you have to do it now.
As long as you keep using the same gun, you don't have to redo it. Okay? But if you change to a different gun, then you would have to do it. For instance, we also make simulations for airless, air mix, electrostatic, pressure gun. And if you would have a different gun, you know, to show air mix, teach air mix spraying, then you would have to do it. But because you only have one gun, you don't need to do it. But I just want to show you how it's done.
Okay.
It's very difficult. No, I will show. Here you have icon that says gun calibration. Yes?
Yes.
You see it? Just double click it. Oh, sorry. No,
So,
and after a while, you will get this screen. Okay? So you turn the knob for the spray shape all the way open, and then you pull the trigger a couple of times. Okay? And when you're ready, you just press S.
sa keerad lehviku kraani, keerad täiesti lahti. You close it or open.
Open it.
Sa keerad ta täiesti avatuks ja mõned korrad vajutad päästiku lõpu.
Okay? What it basically does is it measures.
That's all.
Yep, that's it. I told you it's very difficult. No, basically what it does, it measures, you know, the trigger position from 0 to 100, and it measures the position of the spray shape from 0 to 100.
Okay.
And then stores that information in the computer. But again, you never have to do that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Second thing we'll show you is to do screen calibration.
Järgmine on siis ekraani kalibreerimine.
And basically what you're doing is you're telling the system where the screen is located in relation to the tracking device. Okay? You want to translate that or?
Et ühesõnaga jah, et ekraani kalibreerimine siis kätkeb endas seda, et seesama alumine lugeja saaks aru, kui kaugel on siis ekraan püstolist. Et see vahemaa. Et ta ühesõnaga kalibreerib selle omavahelise seose püstoli ekraani. Nagu ikka kalibreerimine käib millegi suhtes.
And you also never have to do that.
Ja sa peab enam jaotada seda kunagi tegema.
Unless you change the position of the tracker to the TV. Say you would lower the TV a little bit, or you would take it, you would move it somewhere else, and you would.
Disassemble, assemble.
Kui sa neid vahetad.
Ei no ma lasen telekat allapoole, siis ta muutma.
Jah, aga kui sa lased ka seda allapoole sama võrra, siis ei ole probleem.
Kas või võtad korra
igatepidi sa ei sulle millimeetrit saad alati kalibreerida, nii kui sa muudad, kohe pead kalibreerida.
Aga kui ma nüüd telefooni võtan ära, ma telefooni iseenesest seda kinnitusasendit ei muuda. Näiteks tahetakse siin kuskile minna, ütleme, võtaks telekas kaalasse, viiakse siis ära.
Siis pead.
Aga ma panen täpselt sama koha.
Asi on selles, et millimeetrit.
Täpsus lihtsalt läheb seda.
So,
Ei kinnitus on.
shortly, if we disassemble this and move another place, You
Yes.
have to calibrate.
You have to do only the screen calibration,
Okay.
okay? Because you will never get the position of the tracker
ühesõnaga kolid ringi.
exactly in the same
sa
position.
ei suuda
So-
seda panna nagu kunagi nii täpselt uuesti.
aga
But
kui
it's
siit
also-
nurgast tõstan ta siia nurka
no
lasta .
põhimõtteliselt
Ei, jah.
turvalisuse mõttes võid sa ju selle teha, sellepärast
Ei,
et siis on see kindel, et ta on kalibreeritud,
Jah.
sest keegi läheb jalaga sinna vastu, muutub juba see nurk, et noh.
igasugune metallliigutus, kõik asjad liiguvad, täpselt ikka annab liikuda siis millimeetrit
mingi
siia-sinna
aja
ja
tagant sa võid seda lihtsalt teha.
Is there a question or?
no just
All right,
Going.
and I will show you how to do it. It's also very complicated, okay? You go here and you double click on screen calibration.
küll on noh just oli veel see näitab ka .
And after a moment, you will get a target in the top right corner, okay? You just go with the gun to the top right corner and make sure the indicator there is green, okay? If I put it here, it won't work, okay? And you just pull the trigger once. You wait,
kõik suudavad .
you get a target here, and again, make sure it's green.
ta ei ole ju loodud .
nagu kellel pink , et auto .
paned nurka alla .
põhimõtteid .
And that's it, okay?
kolm
3
nurka .
points.
Because, well, you basically told them because the 3 points are in the corner how big the screen is. And also a plane is determined by 3 points. So it knows if it's a little bit twisted or something like that. Okay, and that's it. Okay,
aga kui ta nüüd on lahti ühendatud ja siis tuleks nagu mitte siis ütleme kõigepealt tuleks ikkagi püstol ära kalibreerida ja siis seada .
ei , püstolit sa tavaliselt ei kalibreeri ainult siis , kui sa püstolit ennast füüsiliselt vahel .
seda küll , aga kui ma ta ühendan lahti .
ei ole vaja .
ei , jah , kui sama asi on , siis ei ole probleemi .
ära ütle . kõik aru ei saanud .
within VirtualPaint, you have 3 modes. Okay, one mode is the practice mode, and it's just free practice. You can paint multiple layers, it will do the analysis, everything, but it will not store anything.
3 ühesõnaga erinevat programmi või võimalust on siis . esimene on siis vaba kasutus , kuidas siis free mode , et mida saad harjutada , kõike muud teha , aga ta ei salvesta sulle ühtegi andmeid ei salvesta kuhugi ega analüüsimiseks ei jäta mingit jälgi .
aga tulemused annab sulle ikkagi teada , midagi ei anna .
lihtsalt seda harjutada .
In the screen you see after every spraying the results, but it doesn't save the results .
It doesn't save the
ta näitab sulle ekraanile küll , et kõik , mis sa tegid .
ja seda ma mõtlengi jaa , et kui sa valesti . treeningu mõttes ,
aga ta ei salvesta .
Practice.
aga ta ei salvesta .
muidu ei ole nagu mõtet .
But then we also have skill evaluation mode. Okay, skill evaluation mode
see on su oskuste hindamise moodul .
is where the student is offered a lesson,
neile pakutakse siis nagu õppe .
ülesanne .
and the lesson can be one part with 1 layer, or one part with 3 layers or 4 layers, or 2 parts with 3 layers or 6 parts. You can make the lesson as long as you want. Okay, there all the results are stored. So you can do the lesson with the student, or you can also, make a lesson that will take 2 hours, and the student will do the lesson. You can go do something else, work with the other students, and at the end of the morning, you will see all the results in the computer, how he did.
et ühesõnaga värvimise ülesande sa võid luua niimoodi , et kas annad talle 1 kihti värvida 2-kiilise või isegi 3-kiilise . teed ise selle ülesande lood ja sa võid selle ülesande ka nii pikana teha , et sa paned ka seda ise .
erinevad hulgad , erinevad ülesanded , igal detailil on erinev ülesanne , et umbes 2 tundi järjest .
ja paned ta iseseisvalt tegema seda , et tal kulub selleks mingi aeg ja pärast saad seda hinnata andmete põhjal .
Okay, that mode is password protected. So you as the teacher needs to start it up. You then select the student name, you then select the lesson, and then he can go do the lesson.
see on
But
parooli
he cannot start it up himself.
see on parooli all, et sina põhimõtteliselt teed selle valmis oma parooli all.
ta ise ei saa
Sa
kasutada.
paned parooli sisse, käivitad selle õpilasele, paned õpilase nime, kuidas on ja siis põhimõtteliselt ta saab iseseisvalt teha, ta saab järgida seda ülesannet ja ta midagi muuta, seal ei saa ega alustada otsast pihta ega midagi.
õpilane ise ei saa alustada selle, sa pead talle parooli sisse selle jaoks panema.
Okay.
pead looma jah.
Then here I have instructor mode, which is also password protected. And that is where you do all the settings within VirtualPaint. So that's where you put in the names of the students, you create the lessons, you can create new paints, etc., etc., etc. I have put in, I think the login name I've put for you is teacher, and the password is Estonia. But I can change that if you want. You can also change it yourself, okay? But if you want me to do that for you, we can, okay? All right, maybe what we do now is we shut it down, and you turn it on, or whoever's going to work with it most turns it on. So we see if that goes around.
Neeme sinu etteaste nüüd.
Ühesõnaga, viimane moodul on siis juhendaja ehk õpetaja enda moodul või ütleme siis programmi jupp, kus sa saad siis luua õpilaste baasi ja kõik selleks vajalik.
Jah, muuda seadistusi, lisada värvi.
Ja kõike jah, mida sa soovid, et see on siuke seadistuste.
Okay, so I'll switch everything
Ja
on.
sa lülitad kõik välja ja siis sa paned ise käima ja teed kõik need asjad läbi. Et selle käivitamis selle kuni siiani, kus sa kalibreerid, siis kas see ekraani enam või nii. Vaatad lihtsalt, et sa oskaksid teha.
Et Neeme, nüüd ta laseb sulle endale teha seda.
Ja ma saan aru küll, jah. Et kõigepealt paned selle sisse ja...
Okay, you want to do it?
See läks siit.
Nagu telerühme on.
Ega see võimaldab.
It's all the way at the bottom here.
Kus see lupp on?
Ühesõnaga, Venno palus käis siia registreerida ära, kes...
Now the tracker should come on by itself. I never used to switch on the tracker itself.
Aga nüüd me vaatame, kui see roheliseks läheb, ei pea või? Ei, enne võib see lihtsalt käima panna.
Kannata.
Okay, and I just wait a little bit. Sometimes it gives a beep when it's ready.
Vahest piksub, vahest ei
And the
piksub.
TV went on by itself also. Not,
Mingid telekad, elektroonilised seadeldused, mis välja või sisse lõid, siis mingid debiilsed heli teevad, käivad mulle eriti näärida. Samsungi telekas suutis röögatada iga kord, kui seda õhtul välja. Mille jaoks? Kes sa tegid seda? Seda välja küll üritada.
we can switch on the computer. Just here.
Unisus ka peal ja kõik seda ma panen kinni ära.
Ma olen terve kord üles.
See tuli.
Põhja-Korea ründab.
It's a lot. I hope so.
Ja see nupp on luukere peaga. Nii, tuleb.
See peaks olema tegelikult tulnukas hoopis.
So start D-track program.
Jah, aga 2 kardad, jah.
Okay, connect.
Connect.
Start.
Mis asi see on?
Peaks olema.
Tulnukas. Nii.
Start. Top left.
Start.
Mänguri arvuti siiski.
And then you take the gun and you just see if this is green. Okay.
Võta nüüd see püstol.
Nii.
Võta püstol.
Põhimõtteliselt...
Kui siia paned seda punast.
Käi ümber ekraani ja vaata, kas ta igal pool on roheline ekraani ulatus.
Kas ta näeb seda põhimõtteliselt?
Ja, jah.
Et ekraani ulatuses peaks nägema ja tohiks punaseks minna.
No, it's
Üks asi, mis ma
what I
tegelikult...
usually do is I make it small.
Näeme, üks asi, mis ma tegelikult vaataksin, on see sama juhe siin.
Ma just ütlen ka, et võib-olla see juhe peaks olema siit alt. Ei pea.
Päris timedaks jää, aga
And then you can start up skill evaluation.
segab ikkagi.
No ta on ikkagi nagu maadrille vooliga, päriselt ka segab.
Püstoli...
Jah, ei, see must siia peale, nüüd üles poole.
There you go. And then you just start skill evaluation.
Skill'i ei ole.
Sorry, no, skill development. Skill development.
See.
Yeah, double click.
Development, arendus.
Okay.
sul on püstoli kalibreerimine tehtud, sul ei ole vaja.
Okei, seda nagu, seda võib teha, siis on, ütleme seda just selle ekraani kalibreerimist.
Siis kilbalveise oskuste arendamine.
Okay, and now you can practice.
Begin
Okay.
practice session.
Yeah,
Is it right?
yeah, okay. And just take the gun and you can paint.
Nüüd saad värvida, kui sa tahad.
Seda.
jah, detail jah.
And we'll get it.
Siin oli kinni ka.
Nüüd ikka kimpida, kõike võid teha, proovi, mis teeb.
Okei.
Ja elektrooniliselt saad sealt keerata risti ka, kui sa tahad.
Does it give any
Seda sai
smell?
sealt, jah.
If you open a bucket of paint and put it below it, yes.
Aga valgusega palju tahavad.
Ongi vänt.
Ja niimoodi nad siis laskma selle üle, jah? Aga miks see punane täht on teed?
Sa näed püstoli seda asjadest. He asked about what is red dots is.
Okay. I will explain everything, you know, but we'll get into that for right now. The red dots are actually where you're spraying, okay? But also the distance of the red dots, this will give you the correct distance. So if they are together, you are at 150 millimeter, okay? And I've set this. You can also change that, but we'll get in all the settings later on, okay? So it's a help for the student, okay? Now, here you have menu. So here you can open the menu. And here you have all your controls, okay? And if I click on score, you will see how you have done, but it's not.
Okay.
Not very good, okay? But let's do a better one. I will change settings for you a little bit. Oh, well, we can do that together. Here you control the tip size, nozzle size.
Siit sa saad nõela läbi mõtlema, tipp on tüüsi läbi mõtlema.
By the way, everything you can do here, you can also do here.
Et seda, mida sa saad siin teha,
And more.
ja seal saad rohkem teha.
So right now you have a paint with a target thickness of between 40 and 100 micron.
Tihipaksuseks 40 kuni 100 mikronit.
At 180 micron, you will get a run. And viscosity is 20 on DIN 4 scale.
But target with the 40 to 100, it's mean with a one layer, one visit.
No, total.
Yeah, total. That's fine. That's fine.
Total.
I just, wow.
You have a lot more information about the paint on the screen here. Okay?
Sa saad need niimoodi juhendada.
Sellega.
Saad niimoodi ka näidata õpilastele. Ja nähtud alati katse.
Aga siin ju muuta seda saab ainult sellega ju. Selle püstoliga läheb siia peale ja ainult ta läheb vahel.
Vaata, mis tipp on.
Here on the right, you have your gun settings. Okay? So you have your AAP means atomizing air pressure. So it's 2.4 bar.
It's a measuring in the...
In the nozzle or inside?
It's software.
Yeah.
Software. Here you have your tip opening. Okay. And here you have your fan. See? So 100% open.
Okay.
To change air pressure, you do here. Okay. So if I may, if I want to change my air pressure, I just go here. And I can say minus, 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 minus. And now 2.1 bar. Okay. If I want to change my tip opening, 1.6 millimeter. If I say I want to make it smaller, I just go here. And now I'm 1.4 millimeter. Okay. You also see controls for the fan here. So we can software control the fan opening, but because on this one, we do it on the knob itself, it is gray. So you don't need it. Okay.
Et seda, jah.
Nii ei saa muuta.
Ei, püstoli peab mingit pointi, sa saad püstoli
pealt muuta, siin on ta hall, et sa ei pea.
Seda ei ole
sellepärast, et need, mis on seal hallid, palju mõtled torkidega.
Neid saab püstoli pealt teha.
If you have an airless gun or an air mix gun, of course you can also control the fluid pressure But for this gun, there is no fluid pressure because you have a gravity gun, so it is gray.
ühesõnaga, et kui sa kasutad kõrgsurvepüstolit, siis sa saad ka pumbasurvet muuta. Aga meil ei ole.
Meil ei ole jah.
So
it's irrelevant.
When it's
olemas,
blue, it's available. When it's gray, it's not available. When it's yellow, it's selected. So if I click here, start.
Sinised asju saad muuta, halle sa muuta ei saa.
Jah, seda mõist mõttega.
Ta ei ole aktiveeritud siis selles konkreetsel püstoli ja selle mooduliga.
So now I can paint. You also see how the paint builds up. Okay, here I have no paint. Here you can still see through it. Here it's covering, and here it gets a little bit gloss. Okay.
Ühesõnaga, et seal hakkab juba peegeldama.
Nagu kambri seina.
All those settings are controlled within the paint. So, and later on we will go make a paint together, so you can see exactly how that goes. Okay. Obviously, if I do stupid things, I get stupid results. Okay.
Isegi püstoli peegeldust on näha.
Okay. And if I'm ready, if my paint job is finished, I can click here on score. And now I get analysis of paint thickness. So we try and make it very easy to understand for the student. Okay. So green is good. So you're within the
40 ja 100 vahel. Between
40 and 100.
40 ja 100 vahel on see roheline.
Blue is not enough. So you're below 40. Okay. Red is too much, but not yet a run. Okay, so between 100 and 180.
Aga jooksma ei ole läinud.
And black is a run.
Black, must jookseb, jah.
Okay. Here below you will see my gun speed.
Käe liigutus, kui kiiresti sa liigud.
My gun angles like this and like this. And my gun distance.
Nurka. Ja kaugust. Millise kauguse pihustus oli.
So you can see I was a little bit far away.
Average.
Yes, average measure.
Keskmised mõõtud tulemused.
All right. Here here you see live my gun speed. I mean, if I do it bigger, okay. Here you see live the distance. And here you see the distance when those two dots are together.
0 point.
Yes.
See on see kaugus, ideaalkaugus siis nii-öelda.
I have set that standard for 150 millimeter. Okay, so 15 centimeter. Are you happy with that?
Kas sa oled 150 millimeetriga nõus?
Jaa.
Okay.
RP-l võiks olla
You can also here, you can change it, but it will, every time you reset, it will go back to 150.
Tegelikult
Exactly.
RP ja AVP ongi 150. Võiks olla 200, aga...
Sa saad seda ise muuta.
Kui sa pärast uuesti alustad, siis alati annab 150.
Well, also because, you know, your optimum distance is
aga sa võid ka selle default'i.
Aga kuidas ma seda muuta saan?
Selle peamise saad sa ka ära muuta, nii et sa võid panna näiteks, et 200 ongi kõigil tööd. Küsimus ongi, mis see reaalselt ise reaalelu siin kambris nende toodetega, millega sa vihustad siin.
Would you demo how to change the distance? Would you demo how to change the distance?
now? Yeah, I will get to that later if you don't mind.
Okay.
I would first like to explain all the controls here, and then we'll explain all the controls there, because otherwise we start to do everything.
Default on see 50 aga default'i muuta, aga kui sa siin praegu muudad seda, siis midagi juhtub, sest termo keegi paneb ikka 150.
Vaata, kui sa mõtled nagu selliselt, kui värvi koha peal, siis mõtled sulle ühe vihje. 150 on suhteliselt lähedal ja 20 tinni on päris vedel. See on umbes nagu lakk. Mis tähendab seda, et 1-4 on ilmselgelt suur.
Suur, jah.
Tuleks sulle 1-3.
1-3-ga panna, jah.
Või
siis ka kiirele liigutada, ma just vaatasin, et ta tegi seda üle kiiresti, et selles suhtes.
150
1-3 pole, neil on 1-2, 1-4, 1-6, 1-8.
Hüppabki üle 2, jah?
Ei, ta võib olla nii ka.
Mis seal satal on 1-3 ka olemas? Süüs või?
The tip orifice steps are with 0.2.
0.2, correct.
Ja ta hüppabki 2.
Ja 2, jah.
1-2
no näed, siit sa näed.
So I just think that for example, if you have viscosity like 20,
aga seda viskoosusaastat, seda ta pakub ise toote seletuse järgi või?
so ma arvan, et seda ka muuta.
Seda
You can change viscosity as well if you want.
In the paint setting.
In paint setting.
Yes.
Värvisegamisel.
See on seesama instructor mode, et sa saad kõike muuta. Et tegelikult sa peaksid võtma. So in real life, you can simulate exactly like, for example, like waterborne base. It's from PPG, its average is 18 to 20.
Me teeme selle,
Teeme
teeme koos selle programmi pärast läbi. Later on we take the technical data from PPG and put the system, teach how to do it.
We do the, first we do the basics, because otherwise you won't understand, you know, when we do it.
Okay, just.
All right,
Okay.
but the system shows a lot more results. We don't put those on the screen right away because the student, you know, gets distracted. Okay, we first want him to look at this.
Näitab palju rohkem parameetreid.
Ta ei pane seda kõik ekraanile, sest see segaks.
This and this, and then if you decide, you can show the other results, and you do that here. Okay,
Sa tahad näha
right here
teisi.
on the bottom.
Lisatulemused.
Ja. Paned linnukese.
Nüüd sa näed nagu kõike.
See on siis show
Yeah.
scoring data.
So scoring.
Okay.
So you get all this information. Okay.
Isegi
Now,
materjali arva.
Ja kui sa paned kõik sisse sinna, siis jah.
in this case, 61% of my part, so everything that's green, is covered within specification.
61% on detaili siis tehtud korrektselt.
Okay. 31%, everything that's blue, is below 40 in this case.
Jah, 31% on alla normatiivi.
8%, red and black,
8% on üle
is
aastat.
above 100.
Üle 100.
Okay. My average thickness was 61 micron.
Keskmine.
Okay.